LeBron James, a shot at history. And LeBron stands alone.
LeBron James just broke the all-time NBA points record, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on February 7th, 2023. And as we already know on this channel, there was a lot of numerical synchronicities.
LeBron was greeted by his longtime friend Jay-Z, dapping each other up and sharing a hug courtside with smiles on their faces. Fittingly, Hov wore a black crewneck sweater adorned with the phrase, "This is black magic."
Magic equals 33, which is a huge number, obviously, in esotericism. This is black magic. Jay-Z's black shirt equals 330 in English ordinal, which is 33 because 0 is just the value placeholder. So you see the energy behind this event in LA, of all places. You know it's going to be LA because it's showtime. So we're going to get into that today. There was obviously a lot of celebrities in attendance. Jay-Z was obviously in attendance, who is LeBron James' favorite rapper of all time. And he had a shirt that said, "This is black magic." So we're going to get into the numerical synchronicities, and we're going to ask the question, was this event black magic? And we're going to take some context from one of my favorite books of all time called Our Magic by some magicians, and we're going to look at some numerical synchronicities as well. So make sure you watch this full video today because this one's going to be an absolute banger. What's up, everybody? Art Turner, D.A.T.A Productions Media. Dreams are tangible aspirations where we scheme our dreams into existence. Like I said in the intro, we're going to have a banger today. It's going to be a quick video, but it's still going to be to the point, and it's going to be punchy, and it's going to be fiery. LeBron, on February 7th, 2023, broke the NBA all-time scoring record after 20 years in the league, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Obviously, on this channel, we speak a lot about Gematria, numerology, and the synchronicities behind the world and, you know, the professional sports industrial complex. So there's no surprises here that there were so many connections on this day when he passed this almost unbreakable record, okay? And we're going to get into some decodes as well within my Discord. But first, I just want to point out this tweet by Decoding with Cody, because it pretty much simplifies everything for everyone without going too deep. And so LeBron just broke the record NBA points with 38,388 points. 38 years and 308 days after it was set. Remember, 0 is just a value placeholder, so 308 is just 38. He was born 38 weeks and 3 days after the record was set in 1984. And yesterday, the day before he broke it, he was 38 years and 38 days old because his birthday is on December 30th. So the day before breaking the record on February 6th would have been the 38th day of the year. And so thank you, Decoding with Cody, for this great, general breakdown of what happened with the 38. And we're going to get into why 38 is so important and why the Gematria community is kind of, buzzing over this. And honestly, in a lot of ways, we're going to get the NFL aspect in here as well, where they're kind of shifting directions in the distractions. And again, Jay-Z was in the stands. He had "This is a black magic" shirt on. And that's no coincidence because Jay-Z is now of the cloth of high esotericism, being a billionaire now and whatnot. So we're going to get all into that. So we're going to go over to my Discord. And so to start, this is my Discord. If you're not a part of my Discord community, just let you know, it is free. Go into the link in the description or in the comment section and just join. It's a great community. We have over 300 people. It's mostly a stocks Discord. We talk about stocks and finances on a daily basis, but it's also about spirituality, a regular life. And it's a way that you can personally talk to me on a personal level with less social media filters and whatnot. So even though this is a stock Discord, we do have a sports decoding section, which I am now putting all my sports decodes and everyone else in the community is doing. And so let's get right into it. We have another tweet, as I was showing earlier in the Discord, about the 38 points. This lady says, Ashley Nicole Moss, the universe is really so poetic sometimes. And it really is. And the question we need to ask ourselves, especially within the Gematria community, we always say everything is scripted. And at its core, everything is scripted from, the highest creator of all, the infinite source. But we always like to depend the human scripting on the matrix controllers, the ones who control the world, which there is a lot of validity to that, but it's a lot more of a complex situation than even some of the most stout and smart, truthers are. And so let's start getting to some of more numerical synchronicities with LeBron passing Kareem on this specific day with Gematria. Okay. So to first start out, remember, February 7th, 2023. And so there's going to be two numbers to look for, and they're very important. February 7th, 2023, when you just take the day, the month, the day, the century, and the in the year, the millennium in the year, is 52 date numerology. And as we've already talked about, February 7th is the 38th day of the year. All right. And if you've been a part of the Gematria community, you understand 38 is a big number for a lot of reasons. So let's just go over to some of the basic 38s and 52s, because they're the two things we're going to focus on here, and see why it's important and what connections we have. And so first, I want to start and say, look, Gematria in the English reduction cipher is 38, all right? And also 52 in the reverse reduction. So you have that 38 in the 52 with Gematria coinciding with the day he breaks Kareem's record. On top of that, strong connection with Gematria is energy. We know Gematria is a practice of connecting numerical energies, right? So that's why it has three of the four base cipher, two of the base four cipher connections with the 74 and the 38, but also has that 25, which is 52 in reverse when mirrored. Also, look at aligned. Aligned equals 52 in English ordinal, much like the date numerology of February 7th, and 38 in reverse reduction, much like the day of the year it happened. And most importantly, in this situation, I guess we have to look at this decoder where it says NBA points. So NBA points equals 38 in the reduction cipher, right? The Pierce reduction cipher, which is big. And in reverse reduction equals 52. So now let's look at Gematria NBA points, both 38 in the reduction cipher and 52 in the reverse reduction cipher. So you see, this energetic day was very important for LeBron to break this record. And then when I get into the book, Our Magic, you'll understand why these energy touch points are important to the handlers of the world. At the end of the day, it's not necessarily the result that happens. It's the energy that they can take from the situation. And one of my favorite financial analysts right now, because I'm in the stock market, but it holds true for smart people, billionaires, and people who have a higher understanding of how this realm works. When it comes to math equations, the real smart people worry about what's in front of the left side of the equal sign. Everything that it takes to get the result. The result is important, which is on the right side of the equal sign. We can't forget the result, but all the processes on the left side is how we get the result. That's what the Phil Knights, are worried about. The Nike's owner, when he's the only one watching LeBron shoot his fadeaway jump shot, and everybody else is on their phone, because he understands the energetic importance of this when he's of the cloth. So keep all these things in mind, right? And so going further with this 38-52 connection, remember 52 date numerology at the top, and the 38th day of the year on February 7th. Pass torch equals 38 in reduction and 52 in reverse reduction. LeBron James, had the torch passed to him as the NBA all-time leading scorer on February 7th. Kareem. Best rituals equals 38 in reduction, just like Gematria, just like energy, just like NBA points. All right. And a lot of people felt that Kareem's all-time points record was unbreakable. They said it was way too many points. Unbreakable equals 38 in reduction, right? So you see all these connections. You see how everything was aligning for LeBron. And also, before going into that game, another key point to add out is LeBron James needed 36 points before going into that Tuesday game to break the record. So you have record equaling 36 in reduction and 36 in reverse reduction. So you see how all this is aligning. And also, look, timed rituals equals 52 in reduction, 83 reverse reduction, which is the mirror of 38. You have to look at it both ways in numerology. Going further, you have timing equaling 36 in reduction and 36 in reverse reduction with record. I just want to go to the Gematria calculator real quick and just let you know, look, ceremonies also equals 52. So why not have a huge ceremony on 52 date numerology? Because in the purest English reduction cipher, it equals 52. All right. That's where you get the energy from. All right. That's very important. And whether every situation is scripted or not within the sports industrial complex, the ones in the know understand that what happens on a specific date numerology with that energy, it opens up a portal. So if you want that best opportunity to get the most energy out of a situation, you want to do it on that specific portal day. That's what I've understood. Also, let's understand that magic equals 33, which is a huge number, obviously, in esotericism. This is black magic. Jay-Z's black shirt equals 330 in English ordinal, which is 33 because 0 is just a value placeholder. So you see the energy behind this event in LA, of all places. You know it's going to be LA because it's showtime. Okay? And so you have all this involved. And so you have to ask yourself, was this black magic? Was this scripted? Did they plan this out? And you have to, think about a lot of things. All right. It's not always just so cut and dry when you experience a lot. But there's a couple points people need to understand if you're new to my channel, you're new to this knowledge. And if you've seen the NBA, the NFL mock people believing in the script. All right. Also, my sports decoding channel, just a couple clicks up, the NFL players were getting behind the Twitter memes, joking about how, people were saying the NFL was scripted. That's all just deployed to distract you. Okay. We know here that professional sports is scripted because it's money. There's so much money involved. All right. Throughout history, Rome, Greece, money has always been involved, and no one has ever left, big money up to chance. Why would you let a random outcome happen when there's a much money on the line and too much energy on the line? When you still have to control a public a specific way to keep the illusion and keep the magic up. There's no randomized chances here. They can't afford that. They can't allow the Browns to win the Super Bowl if it's not meant for the Browns to win the Super Bowl energetically that time, if you understand what I'm saying. There's too much money on the line. There's too much energetic currency at stake from random occurrences like that. Now, as I say that, not every play is planned out and scripted, unless you're talking about the, God Almighty, the infinite one source. Then if you're going to go that route, then yeah, sure. Everything in our realm is scripted. But it's only really about the major touch points, the major events, the major energy harvesting moments. They don't have to script, just a regular old game week 4, in San Diego versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, with nothing behind it. But obviously, they're going to script the Super Bowl. Obviously, they're going to script NBA Finals game. Obviously, going to script out when LeBron hits his 38, hits his all-time leading points record. He sits out a lot of games of his age because of his age. So it's really not that hard for the matrix controllers to go to the Gematria Nader website, go to tools, and see, okay, this is what we're working with. It's not that hard because I can do that. Now imagine with billions of dollars on the line, people are probably studying this all day long. So we have all that in mind. So that's what I'm saying. It's a complicated process. All things work on all things. We can live in a scripted realm and still have organic synchronicities with happen, and that's what happens. The NFL is a big scripted box, but obviously within that there's going to be organic occurrences to give it that natural feel. And then when I get into this book, you're going to understand why. Okay, and so let's start getting into this book. We're going to go into page 33, and that's so important. Because this is a pro tip. I'm giving you guys a pro tip. When you're reading, especially when you're reading esoteric things, when you're looking for symbolisms and synchronicities for whatever you're looking for, go to the pages that have those touch point, high energetic numbers. So if you're reading a book about about magic, the technicalities of magic, the symbolism behind magic, why wouldn't you go to page 33. Why wouldn't we go to page 33, right? Why wouldn't we go to page 33? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read off the passage from page 33, and all of this should make sense when it comes to talking about the sports industrial complex. But before we get into our page 33 reading of the book Our Magic, I just want to let you guys know that I do have a Patreon page where you can help support the channel. It will go a long way for me. As we're talking about sports right now, I have a monthly sports documentary tier, which is only $5 a month. What's great about this tier is that, man, I have 20, count them, 20, 30-minute long documentaries, esoteric, with so much gematria, with so many different angles on this planet, this realm, 20 of them. And you get it all for just $5 a month. That's better than Netflix, better than Paramount, Hulu, whatever. D.A.T.A Productions got the heat, and it's at a great price without inflation, because I believe the education of this is very important. So if you want to support and you love sports and sports documentaries and my content within that realm, it's only $5, and you get a lot of value. Trust me, you get a lot of value. Also, if you're a part of my stocks community and you love what I'm doing within the stocks realm, we're making a lot of money. We already had a couple plays go over 100% this year. Not options. We're talking about shares, baby. That's how we do it. And it's all with Gematria. You can get my Gematria stocks newsletters and notes tier. That's only $5 a month. And you get all my previous decodes as well from different stocks. Still all very relevant. My analysts. So if you're struggling during this time, especially within recessionary periods, and you're looking for a way to supplement more, I'm not a financial advisor, but I am a person that's always looking out, trying to make money for myself and my community. And so joining that tier is a great way to start. If not, you can always join my Discord for free when we're always discussing stocks at a free basis. But say, hey, if you really want to support and get that double value and the most value I can provide, I have my Dream Schemers Ultimate Woke Pack, which is only $8.63 a month. It's $1.37 off that discount, the 33rd Prime. Highly energetic. As we get into these numerical synchronicity and stuff, don't let the matrix controllers tell you that numerological synchronicities are a bad thing. That it's not good or bad. It's just how it is. And I play by that as well. And so if you want to support my Patreon, this is how you do it. With my 2 tiers, or you get the double tier at a discount. Thank you for your support thus far, and we're going to keep growing. But say if you still love my sports videos and you want something that's not as esoteric, I did start a new YouTube channel, which is strictly sports. I left the esotericism out, but it's still within the conspiracy umbrella. You know, it's still the conspiracies without the numerical esotericism. And so we have a lot of bangers on here as well. I'm growing. This channel is growing faster than Data Productions Media. But if you want to support that way for another channel that I'm trying to grow, the Sports Vault, ESPN Enemy Number One is where to go. The link is going to be in the description and comment section as well. I would love to have you on this channel because it's just a branch off from Data Productions Media. If the Sports Vault ESPN Number One channel does well, that helps out Data Productions Media, which in turn helps everyone within my community. So let's keep growing this ecosystem we're having, and we're going to keep getting better along the way. But now let's get back and let's finish up with my reading of Our Magic. Now, this book, Our Magic, was written by 3 magicians. Neville Maskelyne, David Devant, and Harry Houdini. All right, 3 top level magicians within the realm. And this book is back from the early 1900s. I believe 1920s, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, this is one of the most powerful books I've ever read in my life, because since I'm within the sports industrial complex and within this financial stock realm, there's a lot of quote unquote magic that happens with a lot of energy harvesting, a lot of showmanship to have certain things happen. Like I said, billionaires and esotericists, they look to the left side of the equation, the process to get to the result. The result is important, but the process to get to the result is way more important than the actual result at hand. And you will only understand that if you understand knowledge like this. And so I'm going to be giving crazy esoteric knowledge today from this book, Our Magic, page 33. 33. Again, pro tip, always look at the page numbers when you're looking at something specific. And so without further ado, I'm just going to read off this page, and hopefully, this hits a couple notes for you, because it should, right? And this is from 100 years ago, from 3 top level magicians, okay? They know what they're talking about. And we're talking about stage magicians, theatrics. But, sports is no different. The stage is just a little different, but it's still theatrics, right? And so let's start. Since the primary aim of a magician's art is to entertain the public, the importance of the following rule is self-evident. And this is 3. There was a couple more rules before, but this is on page 33. Avoid complexity of procedure and never tax either the patience or the memory of an audience. Sports is easy because it happens just right there. It's not too complex. If we're looking at LeBron James passing Kareem on the all-time list, it was easy. He made the shot. That took many years to get there. The left side of the equation took 20 years of his career to get that right side of the equation result, right, of beating Kareem. But it wasn't complex. It just took a lot of shots, right? The average human can understand that. The thing presented should appear to consist in a perfectly regular and natural series of operations. Think about the sports world. Everybody thinks that's natural. You're just going to see a game for entertainment, right? And when the final effect is produced, it should be capable of instant appreciation. As soon as he hit that fadeaway jumper, everyone knew he did it. They appreciated it. There was no waiting. There was no witty like, oh, wait, I understood what he did there. No, everybody in the stadium, the stands, on TV, understand what was going down that night. It wasn't hard. If its appreciation be made to depend upon any conscious mental activity or any effort of memory on the part of the audience, a proper effect can seldom be achieved. That didn't happen. Everybody knew what was good. If in order to understand precisely what has happened, the spectators have to reflect, even for a few moments, upon the various stages of procedure which led up to the denouement, it is certain that, from an artistic point of view, the presentation must be unsatisfactory. If the person watching the magic trick at the event has to think too hard to understand what was happening, you lost them. It's got to be an instant energetic effect. There must be a lack of unity in some respect or other. By chance, the audience may happen to have retained an impression of the details relevant to the final issue. And if so, the result may be fairly good. Sometimes it can work. That, however, will be an accidental occurrence. Again, we don't leave any accidents in this realm, or they don't leave any accidents within this realm. The effect produced should be, as Pope says, the result of art, not chance. Okay, let that go in. They don't leave anything up to chance. You know, if they need something done, they're going to do it without any randomness. So again, page 33 of the book, Our Magic. I would go try to find this book online. I mean, this is obviously a reprint of the original. At one point, I'm going to try to get the original book. You know, it is very expensive. But even this, I got this maybe a year and a half ago, and the price of this already shot up. You know, special books like this are very important to keep, and they're almost like investments because over time they do hold higher value as book burning keeps happening and whatnot. But guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to get on really quick and talk about LeBron James breaking the all-time NBA points record. I wanted to talk about Jay-Z being in the stands with "This is Black Magic" t-shirt on. And, you know, that's really just a double entendre because obviously he's talking about, well, there's two things. He's talking about black magic as in it's magic. There's magic happening with black people. And there's also black magic of doing not so fruitful, positive, energetic things with the magic at hand. You know, magic isn't evil. It's neither good nor evil. It's just a process. It's a process of understanding how things work and how things come of result. You know, magic is a process of what happens on the left side of the equation to get a specific result. That could be in, you know, art, stocks, or anything like that. So hopefully this video proved fruitful. And, you know, we have some things to discuss. Like I said, join my Discord. It's free. Join my Patreon. Link in the description. Join my other YouTube channel, the Sports Vault. Sports Vault ESPN #1. I would love to keep growing that channel as best as possible. But without further ado, this is Art Turner, D.A.T.A Productions Media. Dreams are tangible aspirations where we scheme our dreams into existence. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.